And I think that's all I've got for tonight. Echo.
Yes.
Let's close this thing out a little bit. Before we do that, though, let's talk about how the people that are listening to this, if you want to listen to more of it, what's the best way to support the podcast? What's the best way to get in the game here with the boys? Help us keep rolling this thing out. What's the best way to go?
I do want to clarify, get in the game means a lot.
Yeah.
Because you're getting in the game and flourishing in the game, really. And to do that, you may or may not need supplementation. If you do. You like that? It's like a little...
Like where you went there.
What do you call it? Like a transition. Anyway, so supplementation, right? I need more krill oil, by the way.
You should have told me that before we met today.
Yeah. As opposed to right now.
Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless, Onnit has best supplements. Everyone knows that. I think everyone knows that by now. But if you want 10% off and you're new to Onnit, or even if you have Onnit stuff and you just, when you're getting more, you want 10% off, go onnit.com/Jocko, 10% off. If you really want to step up your supplementation game, I think I mentioned this like once before, but nonetheless, it's called Stay On It. It's so, you know how I don't have krill oil right now?
Yes.
I didn't stay on it. So Stay On It is boom, it's like the monthly
recurring
one. Yeah. And in this case, it's like it's good because it is one of those things that you need to come back.
Yep.
Every month.
You need krill oil.
Yeah.
Every month.
Every month, yeah. And like warrior bars, you need varying levels of warrior bars per month. You know,
sometimes more, sometimes less.
Sometimes less. It's true. But yeah, onnit.com/Jocko, 10% off. Boom. Check out all their stuff. Very good. Also, Amazon. Trooper Tool does not work anymore.
The Trooper Tool has been destroyed by the Empire.
Yeah, which, it had a good run and, cool. But nonetheless, we are still doing the Amazon thing and people do support through Amazon, which is good. Very good.
It's awesome.
Yeah. So
what does it cost them to support the podcast through Amazon?
It costs 3 seconds of their time.
That's appreciated.
And that's just a one-time investment potentially. If you save it you click on, you go to the website, jockopodcast.com or jockostore.com. Click on the Amazon link before you do your shopping. It'll take you, to Amazon. Save the resulting links in like a bookmarks.
Is a favorite bookmark.
Yeah, man. So you can support every time you shop. Doesn't cost you nothing. That initial 3 seconds of your life. A lot of people have been doing that, and that's solid right there. Thank you. But yeah, do it that way. You can support, and also subscribe on iTunes if you haven't already, and subscribe on YouTube. I know I've been saying this for a while.
You're actually trust level.
I know, man.
You're starting to cost yourself there.
I know,
and
bro.
I think it's my fault, actually.
No, man. You've been giving me trust, and bro, I haven't been throwing it back at. Well, I don't know. Nonetheless, I know I've been saying it.
Where you're getting as you're gonna make more videos. Is that what you're gonna say?
Yeah.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, just trust me on this. Everybody that listens to this podcast wants you to make more videos. Don't feel any pressure about that. Maybe that's just not your. Maybe you just don't. You don't want to make it happen. That's okay.
Yeah, no.
I would want you to know that we all of us, we all want you to make more videos. That's the vote from us troopers over here. So you got your thing. Hopefully you can find some time and make some badass videos.
All right. I'll try. Thanks for calling them badass.
Well, they are.
Shoot, that's motivating. Thanks, bro.
Well, hopefully it can motivate you enough that you find some discipline to make some more videos for us.
Okay, I'll do it. But yes,
tonight.
YouTube subscription
and subscribe to the podcast. Right? Yeah. You got to subscribe to the podcast. That's the most basic, right?
On iTunes, yeah.
Yeah, that's the most basic level of joining.
Yeah.
The movement.
Yeah.
Is that Tuesday night, maybe around 11 o'clock.
Depending on where you are.
Sure. Maybe it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Wednesday night, a little icon comes up with a little one next to it. That you got a new a new podcast to listen to, which is good to go.
Yeah, that one is what do you call that? It's like a queue or something, and what they expect is what's called a variable reward. Anyway, that's a whole different thing. Nonetheless,
you brought up variable reward. Go. What is this? Is this like the endorphins thing where you see it and you get all excited?
Yeah, kind of. So variable reward. It's like when you. It's like the iconic case is any like Facebook or whatever. You see the alert.
I got a message.
You're like, it's something. I don't know what it is. It could be someone talking good about me. It could be someone invited me to play a game. It's a variable reward. Like it could be a something with a high payoff, could be low payoff, but I know it's something. I don't know what it is.
Well,
they get excited. They want to click on it.
In this case, I'm going to go ahead and say, I know it's going to be a high value reward. Yeah. When I see that little one, I go, yes, I get to listen to the podcast. And I know some people said it was weird I listened to the podcast. I have to listen to the podcast so I know, A, what we talked about, B, what we could do better, C, where we need to get better, all those things. So I got to listen to it.
Yeah, sometimes even when people will, a lot of times, the podcast comes out the next day, a lot of us on Twitter are bringing up stuff, that you said or what I said, whatever, and you'd be like, oh, wait, I didn't know it came off like that. Whether it's true or not or whatever, it's kind of like, so when you listen to it, you're like way more in tune.
Now, this might be a backhanded compliment or not. I'm not sure. Mm-hmm. But when you say something cool on the podcast, everybody loves it. Everyone goes nuts.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to say that you don't say cool things often, because I think you say a lot of cool things. But the ones that people capture, and they go, yeah, Echo said this, and they do, like, they just flood the interwebs with Echo Charles's greatness.
Yeah, you know what that's like? It's like when a 2-year-old says like a word, or like a 1.5-year-old says a word, and it's like, oh my gosh, they said I love you. Like, bro, everyone says I love you. It's just a fact. There's not much.
What did you say before we recorded? You said something like pretty legit before we recorded today. What did you say?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do know what you said. You should say it again. You can get all the people excited.
Anyway, it might have been something about the Jocko store.
It was a gem.
I don't remember.
Okay, always record. Always record. All you Tenacious D fans out there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. All right.
Nonetheless, Jocko store, we could talk about that. That's a good way to get in the game, for sure. That's where all the shirts and stuff are.
That was a really built up moment.
I'm saying here, and here's the thing about the shirts. What's on the shirt? There's a hidden or not so hidden meaning. So, a lot of times, you know the meaning. If you listen to this and you're kind of in the game, you know the meaning, But it's not just a shirt with a design. There's meaning behind it.
So
that's why I say.
So if you listen, then you know, right?
Yeah,
basically.
exactly. If you listen,
and if you don't listen, then it makes no sense.
It makes less sense. Put it that way. But yes, exactly right.
There could be some shirts that make no sense to anybody.
Yeah, and that's.
Like, did you see? So I put out the my old band when I was a kid, and I tweeted this picture.
Yeah.
The T-shirt that we had made. My buddy had the silk screen still, so I held it up to the light. I took a picture. I posted it. The name of the band was Bronson's Children, as in Charles Bronson.
Right.
Who, when I was a kid, Charles Bronson, I thought that he was the man. And I thought he was the man because he had awesome movies, but I didn't care about that. He was a war hero. He was was in the World War II. He was Purple Heart. He was a tail gunner. Just a badass guy. And so me and my buddies, we thought Charles Bronson was the man. So we had our band. We called it Bronson's Children. So we run that shirt.
Ooh, that might be something.
People are going to but who's going to look at that and have any idea what that
They're going to be like, hey, that kind of looks like Charles Bronson.
No, it doesn't even kind of look like Charles. It straight up looks like Charles Bronson. That is Charles Bronson.
Well, yeah, they won't know, though.
They won't know by the estate of Charles Bronson.
I don't know. His likeness.
Yeah, we'd be definitely using his likeness.
Yeah. Yeah.
But actually, his wife, Jill Ireland, she died as well. I don't know who's left of the Bronson family.
I don't know.
Maybe that'd be a good way to get in contact with them. Start producing their shirts and get sued by them.
Yeah. So Bronson's children would get sued get it, you know, because you're Bronson's children.
No.
Variable reward there. Okay. I think the shirts are cool. Currently, the Bronson children one, that's a deep one too. That's good. But they have layers, like I said. And I'm saying that's a good way to support. If you don't like the shirts, don't get the shirts. I would say go JockoStore.com. Go there, look at the shirts. If you don't like them, don't get nothing. But just look.
Could you get a rash guard there?
If you're so inclined to get a rash guard, you can get a rash guard for sure. The rash guards are good. I think that's almost like on a factual level where they're good.
Well, there's a lot of people that have experienced the 19% increase in their jiu-jitsu skills.
Yep.
Or strength levels.
And running. So I had
What sucks is, so now all my training partners, or at least a lot of them, are wearing trooper rash guards when they fight me.
Yep.
So I'm having to fight these guys that are coming at me, and they all look the same. They're all monster guys with trooper t-shirt or trooper rash guards on.
Yep.
It's not fun. I'm getting beat up by my own people.
Yep, 19% more than you were before.
Yeah, 19% more.
Oh, it's rough, man. It's rough being Jocko sometimes. But yeah, the rash guards guy had a good kind of email conversation, and he's telling me how he wakes up in the morning, does a run. This is in, I'm totally forgetting where it was, but just kind of the serenity contrasted with the trooper rash guard. It was nice. Nonetheless, you know, the rash guards are good if you're into it. Jiu-jitsu, surfing, running, CrossFit.
And I know you thought of this, and I know we thought of this, but, you know, it's October right now.
Yeah.
2016. And we need hoodies.
Yep.
What's the status? Can you please update me?
2 weeks.
So by Halloween?
By the end of the month, yeah.
People are going to need trooper hoodies for Halloween. Just FYI, myself included.
Yeah.
We are going to need them.
Yeah. So, yeah, hoodies coming out. I did it wasn't a poll. What do you do? You can do a poll on Twitter. But all I said, pull over or zip up. Pull over won.
Yeah, for sure.
Strangely,
you didn't even ask me.
Well, yeah.
That's jacked up.
Amen. Actually, I asked you a long time ago when it was just like a theory, an idea. And you were like, pull over. But I didn't agree. I was like, pull over,
you're from
cool.
Hawaii, you don't know.
The zip up. But yeah, I think they're both cool for sure, but pull over one.
Yeah.
Kind of by a landslide too.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
No doubt.
Nonetheless, so yeah, pull over. There you go. On the way 2 weeks. This should be solid. And then, other stuff. Some girls' tanks, t-shirts coming out.
Girls' t-shirts.
Girls' t-shirts.
You're getting abused by the girls.
We'll just say persuaded.
I see them roughing you up.
Persuaded. They chose not to flank, but persuaded nonetheless.
Okay.
They're all about the direct action for sure. So some women's stuff on there and more, and then some patches. Again, with the size of the Velcro patches, the 2x3 is on the way. Right now they're 4x4 across 3 inches down. That's big for the standard Velcro interchangeable, right?
Right.
Yeah. So just know that
2x3s are on the way.
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, 4x3 is fine, I guess, but not for if you're interchangeable and you got the 2x3.
No,
thing.
not for all the military guys and law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
They need 3x2, and I should have told you that and made it a little more clear.
Yeah.
But, anyways,
nonetheless,
we live and we learn.
Yeah. So the main thing, go there. JockoStore.com is just the store with everything. Again, if you don't like it, don't get it. But look, you might like that one. Mm-hmm. And bumper stickers. Anyway.
And also on Amazon, you can go and get yourself some Jocko white tea.
Yeah.
And it's sold a lot better. It's selling amazing, and we got a massive order on the way, and we've also got some restock coming. So it came originally in these really nice tins that cost a lot of money to make, and so that's cool. You want to have one of those tins, but if you're doing your reload, you're going to be able to buy in the next few weeks. You're going to be able to buy a box with 100 in it. 100.
So you don't need another tin.
You don't need another tin. You can use the same tin and refill it.
Gotcha.
So that's coming. And you know what? If you're uncertain of whether or not you need the white tea, it's real easy. You go to Amazon and you go to Amazon and you read the reviews. and you will be convinced
Yeah.
because they are perfect. The Jocko White tea is performing miracles.
Evidently, yes. Yeah.
Across
As it
the
turns
board.
out, yeah.
So those are awesome. Go read those. They're funny as hell. So, and let's see also, if you haven't gotten Extreme Ownership book by myself and my brother Leif Babin, just go ahead and grab that book and own that book. Take extreme ownership of the book, Extreme Ownership, and you'll be good to go. And also, if you have it, but there's other people that need it, sometimes you need to take ownership of that situation as well, and you just need to buy them a copy.
Mm-hmm.
And also, Extreme Ownership, The Muster in San Diego, California, October 20th and 21st. It's a leadership conference. We're going to be talking about combat leadership and the application of those principles from combat and how you use them on the battlefield, how you use them in business, and how you use them in life. So register. Come on out. We'll see you then. It's getting close. Obviously, Leif's going to be there. Andrew Paul, who's on the podcast, is going to be there. Echo Charles will be in the house. So come on out and let's crush that. As always, if you do want to keep it real with Echo and with myself, we kind of roll deep on the interwebs. And we're there on Twitter. For me, primarily Twitter. Also Instagram. Also that Facebook is there. And we're both on. Echo is at Echo Charles and I am at Jocko Willink. And last but not least, thank you out there. You listening, engaging troops overseas and that are deploying overseas to hunt down evil. Thank you. Police and law enforcement with an incredibly hard job, risking your lives to keep us safe. Thank you. Firefighters, of course, that literally run toward fire. Thank you, and to the working men and women building, creating, fixing, buying, selling, designing, making this world. Thanks to each of you for what you are doing, for doing your bit the best you can. And finally, thank you all for getting after it. And so, until next time, this is Echo and Jocko.